All right, guys, let me get settled in here. We're gonna get settled in and then I will start talking. But before I start talking, let's let everybody gather in on tonight's spontaneous live Kimok Motivational live YouTube feed. I'm trying to figure out what music I'm going to play for our feed tonight. Hey Alexa, play Dylan Radio on, no, not Dylan Radio. Hang on, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. I have a couple plans in mind tonight. Alexa, play Grateful Dead Radio on TuneIn.
Grateful Dead Radio from TuneIn.
There we go. We got it. All right. Let me grab my beverage and we will get settled in here. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. If you're following me on Instagram and Facebook, you know that I've had a most momentous weekend, which could not have come at a better time because 2018 so far has been pretty crappy. I've been sick and I had just picked up the antibiotics when suddenly I started to feel better. And on top of that, I've been on a cooler in the poker room. And if you guys are familiar with what a cooler is in the poker room, it means basically, you know, you go on a bit of a losing streak. But that's kind of the subject of what I put in the headline of this tonight's YouTube feed is that, you know, Kim Mock Motivation, teaching tenacity. You got to be tenacious in life. You got to be persistent. You got to be, when you get kicked down, you got to jump right back up. You got to get right back up. You got to get back on the horse. You got to get back right in the ball game. You can't give up. And there's a lot of parallels to parenting, especially parenting special needs. You're going to have rough days. You're going to have rough weeks. There's going to be days where you're just so beat down. And you got to maintain a positive attitude. You got to maintain a sense of optimism, and that each day that the sun rises is a new day. It's a new day. You get a fresh start every single day. So me going into this weekend, which I cleared my whole calendar this weekend, I just dedicated it to grinding and playing poker tournaments and cash games. And if you're following me on Instagram, you'll have noticed that I won my first poker tournament today. And it's been a long time coming, a very, very long time coming. I will give some shout outs and answer your questions once I get settled here. I haven't taken my shoes off yet, and I'm still firing up all my computers. And then I will get, I'm going to get my computer up here with your questions and stuff. We'll answer a few questions tonight, and I'm going to read some viewer mail as well. Some viewer comments, some viewer mail. Yeah, and I'll tell you about a couple other things that are cool. So thank you for all the congrats. Thank you guys for loving Chase. I have Grateful Dead Radio on TuneIn playing right here next to me. And I'm firing up my other computers here. I've got two computers. I've got my iPad mini, which is what I'm broadcasting live on you right now. Yeah. Thank you, Frail Official. I have some big things in mind for me, myself, in terms of certification and education, in terms of autism and ABA and speech therapy. And although I've lived it and I can breathe it and talk about it and everything, I want to get certified, and I want to get, I just want to take things to a higher level, you know. If people like what I'm doing so far on YouTube, then let's keep going, you know. All right, here we go. I got my guitar here too, so for all you guitar fans. Thank you, Dalton. Thank you, E-Blue. Thank you for all your kind comments. Chase is not with me right now. I just drove back here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, back to my hometown of Chicago, Illinois. And I just went on a run of 4 incredible days in a row. So I thought it was a good time to jump on YouTube and just celebrate it all together. Answer some of your questions, talk about some of the future of Kimok 7, talk about a couple of the new vlogs that are up there, and answer some of your questions as well, you know. You can send things to Chase. If you look at the description in the last 10 vlogs that are up, click on the description. The P.O. box is in the description of all the vlogs. There's a P.O. box set up. You can send gifts there. I go to the post office box about once a week, every other couple weeks, and there's always like 3 or 4 or 5 packages. You could buy merchandise. There's shirts at a certain link on some of the vlogs. So go to the description of the vlogs. You got to be checking that out for all the links. What does Chase like? You know, look at all these videos. That's what he likes. He likes animals. He likes drawing books. He likes crayons. He likes anything to do with Toy Story. He likes jigsaw puzzles lately. The Hawks? Chase not into sports. Chase has been treated great in his schooling all of his years. He's gone to very privileged schools. Privileged private, privileged public, privileged in the home, ABA therapy. Yeah, crayons and a Mr. Potato Head would be awesome. He'd love that. He'd love it. What's interesting about Chase, if you've seen the other videos, is that he loves to break the crayons and he just like devours them. So that when he's done with the session of using crayons, he puts them in the garbage. So we can go through crayons a lot in any given weekend. Yeah, so if you missed the beginning of this vlog here, thought I'd go live tonight on this momentous Sunday night to celebrate a really great weekend I'm having in the world of poker, in the world of a hobby that I've been passionate about for especially the past 5 years. So I won my first poker tournament today, and that was the product of 5 years of intensive study and practice and trial and error and being able to execute in the moment the knowledge that you've learned with something. It's one thing to be knowledgeable about something. It's another thing to be able to execute that knowledge in the moment under pressure. And I was able to do it. And it's a very exciting day. I'm really, really happy about it. All right, I'm pulling up a different computer screen here so I can see some of your questions in a bigger mode. I'll show you some of my computer setups here, which is very cool. There's one computer there. And then here's my other computer here. So very simple. One's a Dell, another's a Hewlett Packard. So then I picked up the iPad 4 mini for Christmas, thanks to Carmen Sense, my baby love. And I'm loving that little iPad 4 mini. It's great. Well, I have been answering questions like the entire time I'm sitting here. All right, let me get this up in front of me here. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Thank you for all your support of Kimok 7. The subscriptions coming in lately are off the charts. The amount of comments and likes are off the charts, just incredible. For some reason, ever since the Conversations with Dad video hit 1 million views about 3 weeks ago, that video alone is suddenly getting 20,000 views every single day. Never in my wildest dreams did I think when I shot that video a couple years ago that it would create this chain effect, this domino effect of autism awareness. You know, that people would have a whole different perspective of autism because of that video, because of Chase's ability to communicate and smile and laugh and be a happy kid. I've said in so many of these vlogs that Chase is such a happy kid. He's such a happy kid. So for parents out there that, you know, are facing the new diagnosis, this video means the world to them, because it's such a hard period when you're a parent and you have doctors and psychiatrists and neurologists telling you that your child's never going to speak. And to see how far this video is coming around the world is, it means the world to me. And the channel and the videos and the awareness wouldn't be anything without all you guys. You guys are the reason Kim Mach 7 exists. You the guys are the reason it's going to hit 50,000 subscribers this week. And it's headed for 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which would make it one of the most popular parent-driven autism awareness channels on YouTube. Thanks to you guys. So thank you for all your support. It's not hard to do. I mean, it's not easy to do. It's not easy being in the public eye. It's not easy spending hours and hours and hours and hours editing video footage and putting vlogs together. But I'm enjoying all of it. So you guys are a great group of parents and people living with Asperger's and living with autism and living with different special needs. All right, I've got my computer up here. So we're gonna have your questions really on a nice visual here. Let me turn off the audio on this. We're gonna give some shout outs. You ready? We're gonna give 20 shout outs. Boom. Mike Leda-Pipel, you guys are great. You're always with me. Fury Fox, Testing Stories, Texting Stories. Josh Gill, Isabella, Kelly, Supernatural Woman, what's up? Texting Stories, Cordzilla, Mini Superwoman, Reuse Crayons, It's a Carrot, Good Bam, Adam Lord, Rosie, John Reynolds, I have autism. What's up, John? Thank you for tuning in. The Two Ducks. D. LeView. What tips would you give to someone dating a person with autism? Well, it's a hard question. I've never dated a person with autism. I don't have any immediate answers for you. Relationships are a lot about communicating. And that's where a lot of relationships go wrong, when you guys don't communicate. So, oh, it's hard. What's up, Two Ducks? What's up, Rosie? John Reynolds, Harley? How can I deal with anger and spacing out? What's up, Amy Lewis? What's up, Crystal Sherman? Thank you so much. Yeah, I want Chase to narrate. So one of the things I'm going to try and do this year is I'm going to do like a 4 or 5 minute slideshow that Chase is narrating the slideshow. So he's the only voice you're going to hear on the entire vlog is just Chase narrating the slideshow. And I got this idea from the video on YouTube. It's called George, This Is My Autism or something. And it's George and his mom, Lisa. And George is Asperger's, and he narrates his own vlogs on YouTube. Much more higher functioning than Chase. But if I give Chase a script, he will read it. His reading abilities are above his age, if you ask me. He pronounces everything perfectly, too, which is incredible. Just incredible. Chase reads better than a lot of adults I know. Josh Gill. Kelly, can you give me a shout out? My little brother. What's up, Cordzilla? Thank you, Living with Epilepsy. You sound amazing. Play some Doors. How about I sing some Doors for you? Because I can't play the Doors or my videos on YouTube will get blocked. So I could sing you, I'll sing you some Doors like, come on, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was the promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she said? What was that promise that you made? Now I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop the rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky. For you and I don't remember where I put my beverage, which is not a good thing. I do things and then I move things around. And so if you're just tuning in, I thought I'd go live on YouTube tonight to answer some of your questions and then talk about my momentous weekend up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We had one heck of a baller weekend. Unbelievable and very unexpected. I think, like, if you look back on your life and all the real ups and highs and those ups and downs and stuff, I think some of the best ones are when just out of nowhere, you have just an incredibly great time for whatever reason. Those are the times when it's just so special. And that's what happened to me. All right, let me move some of these things around. So at work, they were throwing away these like computer stand things, and I just grabbed one. It's great because I could just put my iPad 4 mini on there. Do I want anything else? I think I'm good. I'm going to empty my pockets because my pockets are full of my stuff from the Potawatomi. So what I was saying earlier is that ever since the Conversations with Dad, 16-year-old Conversations with Dad autism video went viral, it hit 1 million views a couple weeks ago on YouTube. I know it went viral on Facebook, but on YouTube, it hit like 1 million views about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And ever since it hit 1 million views on YouTube, it's like suddenly being recommended on YouTube as an immensely one of the most popular videos on YouTube for autism awareness. Anyone searching autism awareness, autism acceptance, autism speech therapy, stuff like that, it's unbelievable. So the video is suddenly going even more viral than ever on YouTube. So the awareness is exploding all of a sudden. Like, wow, unbelievable. I typically get about 200 or 300 subscribers a day, and now it's been about 500 or 600 per day the last few days. Yes, please send Chase a sketchbook. He would love that. Does Chase get jealous? I don't know. What's your favorite band? I love Fish and Grateful Dead and The Doors and David Byrne and Talking Heads. I just saw Tedeschi Trucks Band. I'm a Deadhead and a Fish head. I love psychedelic music. Chase is with his mom. You can send stuff to the P.O. Box. It's all over my channel and all over the descriptions of all the videos. So check out the description. What is the best way to keep a good poker face? I'll show you my poker face. You ready? Let me get in position. Here's what I look like at the poker table. I look like this. My glasses are always kind of like closing my eyes. And I'm usually kind of just like this. Or I have this like this. And this is my poker face. There you go. There's my poker face. I don't do a lot of big bluffs, so I'm not like Mr. Bluff poker player. That's not my thing. Don't get me wrong, I do some bluffs every now and then, but it has to be the exact right moment. It has to meet all sorts of criteria. Like I'll bluff having a big flush, but it's really tough to do. The people I play against are as skilled as me, some of them. So you got to just measure out who your opponents are. What's up, Daniel Jackson? Those you guys who are asking questions and chatting, let me know if you're new to the channel. I want to know who's new because there's so many new people. How do I calm Chase down when he gets upset? He calms himself down. How's that for an answer? There's no magic pill. There's no magic pill. I was watching something on Facebook the other day. It was like 3 things to help your child with autism having a meltdown. And I was like, shit. I can only speak for Chase, okay? If I go give him a big hug and tell him or ask him what's wrong over and over and over, that's just going to add more stimulation to what's ever bothering him. He's not going to come out and tell me what's bothering him typically. He's upset and there ain't no magic pill. Give him space. Try not to get upset yourself. If he sees you're upset because he's upset, it doesn't do any good. What's up, Mike Taylor? What's up, Kelsey? Adeline? Josh? Hey, Josh, two weeks in. Well, thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you for subscribing. There's no real schedule with the live YouTubes. It's just kind of how whenever I want lately. Mario from Portugal. Thank you for tuning in, Mario. Great to know. I haven't tuned into The Good Doctor yet. It's on my to-do list. Thank you, Daniel Jackson, for 1 year. Wow. Awesome. Chase's favorite song is Frosty the Snowman by Willie Nelson and Gene Autry. Thank you, guys. Chase's strangest request? That's a good question. Anthony's house. I think the record is, I'm not exaggerating, in one given day, Chase has asked me to go to Anthony's house about 50 times in one day. To a Disney park? I did not take him to Disney park, but his mom did, and he had a good time. He does not like theme parks and roller coasters and rides and stuff like that. So I wasn't with him when, I think his mom took him to Disney World or Disneyland in Florida. I don't have much to say more than that. Yeah, I'll make some videos of him singing. There's a few of them on my YouTube of him singing about 5 or 6 different songs. Yes, I'm in America, Ducks. Chase lives with 2 dogs. They're not therapy dogs, though. I'm not into Billy Joel, but I respect him as a singer-songwriter. He knows how to write catchy songs, or he used to. He writes hits, and he has a really unique voice. And, you know, when Billy Joel first came out with those hits back in the 70s and stuff, you know, nobody sounded like him. He was a professional boxer is what he was, and he did the music on the side. And when he wrote Piano Man, and he had all those series of hits, those first several albums are classics. Billy Joel sells out Wrigley Field here in Chicago year after year. I don't sit around listening to him. He actually got in a bit of a spiff with Fish when Fish keeps booking the Madison Square Garden, selling it out year after year for New Year's Eve. Billy Joel got all mad, and he kind of made fun of Fish. So now everyone in the Fish world makes fun of Billy Joel. Pretty funny story. You could actually look that up on YouTube. There's funny memes and funny stories about it. Oh God, do I love The Wizard of Oz. Let me tell you something. I've watched it with Dark Side of the Moon playing in the background like 20 times. It's the best. What's up, Spencer? I appreciate everything you're doing in really educating the youth. Your videos really sensitized and have made me more confident in calling up. Thank you, Spencer. I'm glad the videos are helping you. That's so good to hear and so good to read. Thank God I don't know of any instances or examples of Chase being bullied. If he has, I don't know anything about it. I doubt it would happen to him. Um, you know what? I was bullied as a kid too, and I never told my parents. I didn't come home crying or anything. I told somebody else who told his older brother to go talk to that guy, and he taught him a lesson, and I was never bullied again. Wow, you've been with me a long time texting stories. 3 years you've been with me? Through all the poker vlogs? Oh my God. That's incredible. You should, Chase, get an ATV and drive slow through the forest. Yeah, I saw you mention that before. They don't offer that anywhere around Chicagoland, but I can go on the outskirts of the Midwest somewhere and look into it. I don't know if he would sit on an ATV. I've never driven an ATV. I know how to drive a motorcycle, but he ain't gonna get on a motorcycle. He won't get on any watercrafts, but I like your idea. I know I gotta try and get him horseback riding. I think he would do that because they do the, can I add you on Facebook? On Facebook, just search Kimok7 Autism Vlog. Of course I know where Naperville is. When Chase finished high school, he's going to go to a separate kind of school. It's kind of a vocational type of school. Chase's favorite food, I mean, it's chicken and Flamin' Hots. You did guitar videos too. Well, yeah, you know, I formed a Doors tribute band, and we were incredible. We were really good. It was tough for me to get these guys out of their basement to go play in public. What do I enjoy watching on YouTube? I've been watching Ice Poseidon lately just because it's background funny to watch. It's free. Of course, I watch Following Autism. I watch a lot of storm chasing channels. I watch a lot of music channels. I watch a lot of tutorial editing channels on YouTube on streaming and live and stuff because I have a lot of big things that are going to be happening with this channel. One of which is when I go live. This is why I'm kind of watching Ice Poseidon, because I'm trying to learn how he does what he does, because I'm going to adopt his technology and his knowledge of mobile live feeds and live streaming off the YouTube. So there's a couple to thank you for the donation gaming channel. There's different ways for me to stream live on the internet. YouTube's just one way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna be live on YouTube, but it's gonna be through an OBS, if you guys are familiar with that. And it's called Streaming Labs. So with that program, it'll be really cool when you make a super chat or a donation, or you say different things. There's like different animated things that run across the screen, and I can put different disguises on myself, like make the live feed a little bit more entertaining and stuff. Yeah, Twitch, that kind of thing. It's about 9:15 here in Chicago. Do I ever stop chasing me eating too much chicken? Well, sometimes. Thank you, Savannah. Thank you, Michael at the Pickle. Chase does not have an iPhone yet, but I think it's going to happen soon. Yeah, you know, on YouTube, I've been watching a lot of studying what others are doing, you know, the technology of it. I find it very interesting. I'm a Howard Stern fan too, so you know, stuff that Ice does, it's just the same thing as Howard Stern. It's just on the internet. I don't have Comcast or TV at home too, so I don't watch TV. I think I mentioned it to you guys before. I'm stumbling forward. Could you bring Chase to Australia in a surf instructor for people with special needs? You're a surf instructor. Yeah, I'll try and get it done. We'll try and fly it over there. You could teach him to surf. I like that idea. Chase has only been on a plane once. Does Chase like YouTube? Yeah. Thank you, Charlotte. Yeah, the Neville brothers. Yeah, that was my first post. I was stealing a video feeds off of Jazz Fest in New Orleans. Yeah, Chase does have glasses. There's no real pattern to when he wears them and when he doesn't. Obviously, he can see better with the glasses on, just like I can. I didn't start wearing glasses till I was like 30, 35. Yeah. Chase started talking functionally at about age 7. Chase is not into Star Wars. I've never taken Chase camping. So let me tell you a few other things going on. Thank you guys for the donations. You're very nice. Appreciate it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. So if you're watching this feed and you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. It's a completely separate channel from this channel, and I'm doing a lot of different things on there that I think you guys will like in the story section of story videos. It's all done from my iPhone. Be sure to follow me and like me on Facebook. Go to Kimok7 Autism Vlog. And be sure in the upper right corner of the YouTube page of Kimok7, there's a notification button. It'll notify you when videos go live, when I go live, when videos are posted. Thank you, Carl Barnes, for the donation. I greatly appreciate it, Carl. Are you in the UK? £5 donation. That's very kind of you. Carl says, I'm so glad I found your channel today. You really are a great dad. Thanks for the videos. Thank you, Carl. Glad you're enjoying them. Thank you for the compliment. Chase is easy to be a great dad to. He's adorable. He's so sweet. He's always smiling. He's a happy, hardworking kid. A lot of his progress is his own doing, you know. He's worked very hard to get to the level that he's at. Does Chase tell you he loves me? Not really, no. He doesn't, you know. If I say to Chase, you know, good night, I love you, Chase. Sometimes maybe he say, I love you, Daddy. Sometimes. How young am I? I'm 26. Just kidding. I'll give you a range. I'm between 35 and 55. Facebook page is Kimok7 Autism Vlog. Thank you guys for the donations. Mario, we all know Chase loves you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Chase's way of showing me he loves me is just, it's his smile. A lot of my communication with him is nonverbal, of course. AOL chat. What brings you to the channel, gaming channel? Thank you for the donations. Thank you, Nicole. I'm glad we can make you feel happier. Yeah, I've never been to Australia. It looks incredible. I have friends that have gone. Good that I'm 27 years old. I like that. Let's go with 27. That makes me feel good. Chase is an evil genius. He definitely is. I'm an evil genius and you're just a kid. So I wanted to show you guys some other stuff, but I need to fire up this other computer. The other thing that's active, you know, starting January 5th or January 1st is my Patreon account. All the links are in all the videos. So on the Patreon account, I'm posting photos of Chase's artwork, some other videos that are not on YouTube, some blogs that I do, you know, some extra content. So if you guys want to check it out, the Patreon is like $3 on up to $30 a month. So pretty broad range. So could we expect you as a pro streamer soon? I don't even know what that means. I'm just keep doing what I'm doing. Pro streamer. Thank you, gaming channel. Chase is with his mama. Cordzilla, I feel much better watching this. Thank you. I'm glad I can make you feel better. Thank you for tuning in. You have a great night. Yeah, the Carly's Cafe is good. Yeah, we're divorced long ago. We both remarried long ago. Size shoe Chase wears? I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. I heard the Evil Genius was from Baby Einstein, or was it from Kid Einstein? I think it's from Toy Story. It's not from SpongeBob SquarePants. I wouldn't call Chase a social person, not necessarily. I don't go live every Sunday, but you know, I like to go live each weekend or an hour, a couple hours a week. So far, I didn't want to stick to any schedule because I don't want to let you guys down. It'd be the worst for me to schedule something and then not show up. I love your questions, Mario. I love watching mobile live YouTube feeds, and because I like to do that, I would like to do that. But you know, obviously, Kimok 7 has one goal, and that's one goal only, and that is to continue to spread autism awareness and autism acceptance. Now, if I could do separate different topics on a live feed, then so be it, you know, like we're doing tonight, or a kind of combination of entertainment and answering questions, talking about some things that are going on in my life, whatever it might be, you know. Texting stories. Okay, I'm going to give out the, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to type in the P.O. Box address, since so many people are asking here, but it's in the description of all the videos. So here it is. So you can do a screen grab of this, all right? Hey, Angelina Ballerina. My bro is diagnosed with autism. He is like a vegetable now. Sorry to hear that. I don't know what age he is, but give it time. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you for tuning in. You have a great night. My daughter's a little older than Chase. Thank you for stumbling forward. Yeah, I'm learning a ton lately. I've studied a ton of stuff this week. I'm studying what's called OBS Studio Software and Streaming Labs. So you can look all that up on YouTube. I must have watched 3 hours of instructional videos last week on Streamlabs and how to use these different streaming technologies that Ice Poseidon uses and a lot of other guys use. It was really interesting. I had no idea. There's this technology called, you could take two different cellular services and like connect them and send feeds and have an HD live feed going on in a mobile setting. And I forget the word that's robot. I don't know what size Chase shoe is. I don't want you sending some shoes that would be the wrong size. Chase is not with me. He's with his mama. Chase is graduating from high school in June. Hey, Lemmy. I'm not going to get any subjects about Chase's daughter, just for respect to her privacy. What's up, Aiden? What's up, Josh Reynolds? Size 10? Sounds good. We don't really plan that too far ahead, Rundi, Bernal. With Chase, we always plan about, no more than a year ahead. I don't have any plans of Twitch streaming. I'm going to stay loyal to YouTube and doing some live feeds on Instagram. But what I'm saying is some of the technology that they're doing on Twitch, I'm going to use it on YouTube. It's called Streamlabs. Are you late? I don't know what you mean, Isabella. I'm drinking a Busch Light. What's up, Cass? What's up, sound like fun? Chase does not have a girlfriend. He has classmates that are girls. Adam Lord, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are funny. Thank you, H. Roses. It was an incredible day. I'm ecstatic. It's been a huge day for me. What did you say? Full-time career? No way. No chance. No way. My occupation, my career job is hugely successful. I'm at the top of my career right now. I would never do anything to jeopardize that. Poker is, in the end, no more than a hobby and a huge passion. And sometimes, like a weekend like this, just huge. Just a huge weekend I had. Unbelievable. I'm still trying to digest what happened. I won a tournament, which is the first time ever that I won a poker tournament. That happened today. And then yesterday, I was in the room of a poker room, a big room with multiple tables. And there's this thing called a progressive jackpot that hit. And because it hit at another table nearby me, I got a piece of the action. So I got a percentage of a huge jackpot. That percentage turned out to be $205 just for sitting there, which is great. I mean, how exciting is that? Yeah, I meant Chase's sister. I'm sorry. My daughter, Chase's sister. You guys are funny to ask if Chase is a daughter. He's 18 years old. Not that an 18-year-old with autism couldn't have a daughter, but how do you play poker? I study the living daylights out of it. I just play Texas Hold'em tournaments. Yeah, it was a fun day. It really, really was. So what I was saying earlier, if you're just tuning in, is that the Conversations with Dad video, 16-year-old Conversations with Dad, boy with autism, that video hit 1 million views on YouTube a couple weeks ago. And ever since it did, it's reached this incredible benchmark on YouTube where it's being suggested as a top search engine result for anyone that searches autism. So it's getting like 20,000 views a day the past few weeks. It's bringing in floods of subscribers to the channel, more than ever. And I just can't believe it. It's really exciting. Do you win money from the tournament? Yes. Winning a poker. What was the biggest milestone and when was it hit? Hey, Priscilla. Which Priscilla are you, Priscilla MK Art? Are you talking about milestones for Chase? Because if you are, it's definitely when he had some functional language, about age 7. So before then, he would repeat what he heard. And then he started actually functionally giving proper answers to questions like, what's your name? Instead of repeating it back to me, he would answer his name. Instead of saying, you know, what do you want for dinner? Instead of him saying, what do you want for dinner? He would say chicken. So he would give proper answers. What's up, Purple Chicken? Welcome back. My poker face is pretty darn good. I'm pretty animated at a poker table. I do a lot of speech talking and I try to get reactions from people. And so I have fun. I think I've said other, I wouldn't be playing poker if I wasn't having fun. So I really make a point to have fun. And if I can combine that today with putting all my skills at work and being persistent and tenacious and being able to exploit my knowledge in certain instances and being able to have an edge on other players, then I do. And my goal is to win the tournament. So I won the tournament today and I couldn't be happier. Kelly, no, not at all. It was a very slow process, about age 7. He's the byproduct of extensive early intervention ABA therapy in the home and out of the home, starting at age 2. Occupational therapy, speech therapy, some of the best ABA therapists money could buy. This is going back to years 2002 through 2007. I mean, when you see Chase in these videos, none of it is by accident. He had the best. He's very privileged. We are very blessed to be able to afford and to have those services available to us in this area back then. Now, nowadays, those services are readily available, but back then, it was not covered by insurance. It was hard to find. We spent a huge, massive amount of money to get him the right therapies. And I'm a true believer 100% in everything that ABA therapy is and what it does and what its goals are. Chase never would have spoken without it if you asked me in terms of functional language. I've developed a rash here. Oh no. That's what happens when you start scratching yourself. So we're gonna hide that. I'm from Chicago. Where are you from? I'll come to Australia someday and I'll hit you up. Thank you, Stumbling Forward. What's Chase's hobby? I wouldn't say Chase has any specific hobby, you know. Poker tournament winnings? I think you're right. Hey, you know, Chase likes just hanging out and playing on his computer. I would say, you know, one of his hobbies is definitely his art. He likes to play on all his gadgets and his games and stuff. I have been to Miami. I've been to Miami 3 or 4 times. I vacationed at Key Biscayne for a full week back in 1989. It's a great time. I've been all over Miami Beach, South Beach, Daytona Beach, Fort Lauderdale. I've been all over Florida. Music means everything to me. Yeah, I like the Black Crowes. I'm a huge Chris Robinson fan, and his band are just incredible. You know, music to me is far more than just entertainment. It's a way to get spiritually in touch deep within my soul and the souls of others, and it puts me in emotional states that not much else can out there. The right musical moment could be a magical, spiritual, out-of-body experience, and that certainly would be something that certain bands can achieve if you let yourself get there. Grateful Dead and Fish would certainly be that band, but other music such as Miles Davis and general rock and roll. But for any person out there, any type of music can bring them to that point of bliss and out of body type of spiritual experience. It doesn't have to be my kind of music, it could be any kind of music. Music stirs emotions far more than other forms of entertainment. For me, it's my number one. I mean, nothing entertains me more than music. If I like poker, I like music 20,000 times more, you know? Yeah, Chase can pick all that stuff up working on a laptop. I mean, Chase's favorite stuff is, he doesn't watch TV first of all, but everything he does is on his computer. So it's a boomafoo. He used to like Dora the Explorer, SpongeBob, Toy Story, stuff like that. What's up, David Don? Hey, Quinn McKenna. I don't have any syndrome. I just have benign tremor. It's no big deal. Texas? Yeah, I've been to Houston a few times. My uncle lives there. And it's nice. I like Texas. People don't treat Chase like a baby. I don't believe that. What's up, Olivia, aka Olivia Lupus Girl? What did you miss? You missed all kinds of things. Where have you been? Just kidding. What's up, Fury Fox? Yeah, I would love to do a road trip to all the beaches. I've been to Miami a few times. Yeah, Pearl Jam's great. I listen to Pearl Jam channel on XM, especially the last couple weeks. It's been great. I like Eddie Vedder more than I like Pearl Jam. I think Pearl Jam's guitarist is mediocre, but Eddie's voice and stage presence is, wow. I've seen him in concert a couple times. I never got heavy into punk rock. There was a period in the 80s I listened to a lot of Sex Pistols and Clash. It's kind of where it ended. Then I got into touring with the Grateful Dead and being a fish head. Your uncle lives in Houston? Wow. Has Chase ever screamed at you? Oh, yes. Should reaction bids with Chase? You should do reaction bids with Chase? Does Chase want anything Does Chase want anything that you could tell us? Just lots of crayons and paper. Help the Ducks at 20 subs. Casino, hotels, Hollywood, or bust. I was listening to Pearl Jam. Just breathe. I haven't traveled much, Purple Chicken. Just all over Canada and the Caribbean islands and Jamaica and Mexico. That's about it. Hey, Gas Canister, are you from Chicago? Yeah, I like Daft Punk. What's the worst thing Chase has done? What's the worst thing Chase has ever done? I wouldn't call it a worst, but for anyone with autism, those first 10 years, they're prone to breaking things, breaking a lot of things, and plugging up toilets and running away from the home, kind of stuff like that. Chase has broken a lot of electronic devices over the years. How much did you make on your poker win? What are you most proud about Chase? I'm most proud about Chase's speaking abilities. I mean, you watch those Conversation with Dad videos, you watch his ability to spell and enunciate, and his annotation and his dictation of his communication speaking abilities for somebody that was nonverbal for 7 years. I mean, Chase's future is so, it's better than ever right now. He could go on to do great things. He could go on to be independent. He could go on to working any number of different skill type sets. He has a lot of specific type of skills: art, speaking, spelling. You never know what's going to come of anybody. The profession I'm in, my entire career, I never thought in a million years I would be in sales, but I'm a salesman. Go figure. Thank you, Madeline Hawkins. Welcome. Autism to teenage years. Yeah, Chase, exactly. Nick and Chase, I mean, I know. Chase has broken everything you can name. He's done it. Yeah, Mariano's is nice. My condo over my house. Wow, that's a great question. I owned 3 different houses long ago. And, you know, there's pros and cons. When I lived downtown, all my condos, I lived downtown for 10 years, downtown Chicago. I had a pool, I had a jacuzzi, I had a sauna, I had a gym, I had indoor parking. It was great. But it was a very expensive lifestyle, you know. I'm not a handyman, so I like the concept of a condo where there's not a lot of maintenance and upkeep. So you got to pay your association fees, and my association fee is not cheap where I live. And it's a matter of convenience and lifestyle, and I love it. It's great. But there's also many benefits to having your own home. You know, there's such a privacy there. Whatever you guys do, don't get ever caught up renting because you're just throwing all your money away. Become a homeowner. Do I ever be a high YouTube video streamer? No chance. Nope. What's the most exciting thing I've done in my life? You guys have the best questions. The most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. Wow. Let me think about it. I'll have to come. There's been a lot. There's been a lot. One that comes to mind was a couple of years ago. I've had 2 opportunities to win a 7-day all-exclusive trip, all-inclusive Caribbean Punta Cana vacation for 7 days, 7 nights. I won it 2 different times over the past 3 or 4 years. So the first time I won it, my brother and I went, and then I won it the next year, and Carmen and I went to Los Cabos for free. So both times I got to go for free. And these resorts were 4- and 5-star resorts. When I say free, I'm talking everything. Flight, everything. And let me tell you, that's an exciting feeling. And I had a blast. I have bronchitis, so I'm still getting over it. I decided not to get on the antibiotics because I only do that as a last resort. How old was Chase when you found out he had autism? 18 months. What was it like the day Chase was born? Well, that was a very exciting day. It was very quiet. Very, very quiet. Anytime you bring children into this world and you witness birth, it's those are definitely some of the most 2 exciting days of my whole life, for sure. Bringing both of my kids into this world. What do you mean reaction bids? Bids? Do you mean vids? No, math's not Chase's strong point. Textbook autism? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, I would give Chase chores. I mean, I'm constantly telling him, clean up after yourself in the bathroom, flush the toilet, wipe off the seat, hang up your towels, hang up your jacket, hang up your coat. Elizabeth McLean, is that a serious question, Elizabeth? I assume you're I hope you're not trolling, because what's been your favorite vacation? Definitely those two I mentioned. And New Orleans Jazz Fest. It's a great time. I've been there 6 times. New Orleans is incredible. Elizabeth, okay. Well, no, autism is not curable. Um, it is a neurocognitive disorder. There are literally physical neural synapses in the brain that are not connecting and not functioning like the neurotypical person would be, which would be you or me. However, they're just as smart as you and I. It's a lack of ability to be able to communicate that knowledge that they have, especially in a verbal sense. So autism is not a lack of intelligence. Autism is a different wiring of the brain. You know, there's no cure. um, Someday, many years from now, I believe that through genetics, that it'll be traceable. You'll be able to tell in the womb if you're going to have a child with autism, or like if you have a child with Downs or something. But um, just think of how, if you do your research online, 15, 20 years ago, kids like Chase would just be labeled retarded. You know, so 20, here we are 20 years later, and Chase is very high functioning compared to what he would have been 20 years ago. So think of 20, 30 years from now, because of channels like this and autism awareness and all the ABA therapy and out there and all the resources, people with Asperger's and autism are going to go on and do great things in this world, and they're not going to be considered disabled many years from now. They're just going to be considered different. Disability is a word that's thrown around. You know, Chase is different. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's intellectually not disabled or intellectual disability. He certainly is, but because of resources and communication and knowledge and teachings and acceptance, there's going to be a place in a world for Chase, just as there would be for you and I. I truly believe that. Nobody in my family has autism. Any of the extended family, nobody anywhere. The only one. We researched that through all the different family trees. Nobody had it. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy Twardy. Has Chase actually shoplifted because autistic has? Many times. It's a sucker. He just grabs a sucker, and next thing I know, I'm in the car and he's got it in his mouth. I'll be like, I hope you paid for that, Chase. So I've done a much better job of lately to make sure I see that in his hand. But lately, like the last 4 or 5 times at the grocery store, he walked up there and he put it on the counter, and he actually will talk to the checkout lady, and he'll say, I want to buy this or pay for this. He says something to her. Great question, Grapes and Berries. He takes normal high school classes, history, science, English, math, um, but it's in a special education room. It's probably a little less than a normal senior in high school. Have I ever been in a bad accident? I've hit my head a few times. I've had about 3 or 4 concussions. I broke some ribs. I've never been in a serious car accident or anything like that. Um, if that's what you're asking. Um, that's right, Mary Bear. Thank you, Megan Perano. Thank you, Mario. How'd I get all those injuries? Well, one of them was mountain biking. Another one was the night I drank too much and tripped over a bed. And when I was younger, I got hit in the head by a golf ball on a line drive. And the person who hit the golf ball was 10 feet from me. So when the golf ball hit me in the head, it was going extremely fast and it knocked me out. Thank you, Jessica, Emma. So kind of you. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for joining on the live feed. Thank you for supporting KimOx7. Thank you for following me on Instagram. On Instagram, you can search KimOx7. Thank you for following me on Facebook. On Facebook, you can search KimOx7 Autism Vlog. And on Patreon, we launched a Patreon account about 4 weeks ago. There's 8 or 9 supporters so far. And the link is in all the videos, and it's on the YouTube page. I sound exhausted? Thank you. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Mary Bear. Mary Bear follows me on Instagram. She knows how fun it is over there. Medical cannabis? Good question. I think to each his own, the CBD oil. I've talked extensively about this topic. I've never felt Chase needed anything to be medicated or anything, and I never wanted to use him as an experiment. And I'm a true believer in once I start something that there has to be an end to it. So anybody that's getting started on any kind of medication, whether it's autism or a neurotypical person like me, there's got to be a plan involved, because once you get on something, it's like, well, where are you going to take it from that direction? So, you know, if your special needs son becomes dependent or likes the CBD oil as he becomes an adult and stuff, you know, is he going to take that for the rest of his life? Those are some of the golden questions. But I've read almost unanimous messages from people that it's helping their children with autism, maybe a little bit more severe than Chase. So, yeah, it's not for Chase, but to each his own. It's a very private question, you know. You look like Don Johnson. Thank you, Rosie. That's a compliment. I love the learning songs with you on Instagram. Thank you. We're going to do more of that. Thank you, Bev. Jessica, Emma. Well, Jessica was my brother's best friend's name. It was his last name. His name was Mark Chase. So they always called him Chase, and I always liked that name. Thank you, Barbara Carter. Thank you so much. Thank you, Heidi Miro. My husband, Lupe, and I are parents to autistic 12-year-old named Thomas. Thanks to you, Chase, we have understood a lot of what Thomas goes. Chase, thank you. Hey, it's the whole goal of the channel right there. You said it. Thank you, It's a Carrot. Chase does not have Asperger's. He has about medium level functioning. You know, there was a period there, many years, those early years, where we felt Chase is pretty severe autism. We were told he's probably never going to talk. You could just send Chase some crayons, some jigsaw puzzles. He likes stuff like that. Thank you, Olivia. Ain't no pressure. Your participation is good enough. And being a subscriber and sharing these videos. What's up, Josh? What's up, Megan? La Familia Hernandez, how are you? Do you feel it's appropriate for medication used to treat some aspects of autism? Yes. It's just not been for Chase. Chase has never been on anything. Never has, never will. He's pure natural. Does Chase get pocket money to buy animals or crayons? Sort of. Hey, Iron V. Thank you, Jessica. Hey, Abby June, thank you for subscribing. What are the aversions to medication? There's no aversion. I'm just saying that Chase never, we just never went down that road. Um, it's a very, very long answer, you know. Autism is, there's certain aspects of autism that can benefit from the CBD oil and certain medications, but I would say Chase didn't have those type of symptoms, whatever it may be. Self-injury, injurious to others, extreme hyperactivity, whatever it may be. Chase never really fell into those categories. Thank you, Iron. You're getting glasses? There's nothing fun about it. It stinks. I hate it. Correct, Shannon. It's a carrot. Good question. Yeah, maybe, you know, in his 30s or 40s, maybe he could get to that level. I don't know. It's possible. It's certainly possible. All right, we're going to take you guys mobile. I'm going to forego answering questions for a few minutes. We're going to walk around, get some blood flowing to my legs. And what time is it? It's about 10 o'clock, so we're going to do a few more minutes. Appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel and following all the exciting YouTube feeds. The YouTube live super chats are fun to do. It's fun answering all your questions. You guys are the reason the channel exists. And you're the reason it continues to grow in leaps and bounds. It is growing like crazy. Kimok7's going to hit 50,000 subscribers this week and close to 4 million collective views on all the videos. This is one of the little fidget toys that one of you guys sent him. Isn't that cool? The Chase likes it. It's one of his first fidget toys I actually saw him play with. The little fidget spinners, he doesn't, I never see him play with it. But this one's cool, he likes it. Within the first day, he actually broke this part out. Very exciting. These are the headphones I bought him for Christmas. They're called Walker's Razor. They're about 50 bucks. They're battery operated and they have microphones on them. This is a microphone. This is a microphone. And this is a volume level. So about 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, we got Chase some headphones and it changed his world. He became a happier person in public and in private. And it helped him become less overstimulated. It was a lifesaver for him. He loves it. So these are a different kind of pair in that he can control the volume level outside his environment. They're made for people that are shooting guns at a gun range. So you could just find it on Amazon. And he likes it. It even can become headphones through a little wire connection through there. He likes it. So last time he was here, I actually put him on and he was walking around. I saw him looking at it, which was so thrilling to me because Typically when I buy him something, he just tosses it. But this time he actually played with something that I got him. And that was thrilling. So what else do I want to show you guys? So what I did, what was it, last week or the week before? I went on YouTube, and this is what we're going to do from here on out. Every time I put up a new vlog on YouTube, we're going to go live on YouTube as I upload the vlog. So the moment I make it live on public, we're going to go live on YouTube, and we can all watch it together. And I thought that was a cool concept, and we did it whenever I uploaded that last video. Let me bring it up here. I'm on my own YouTube channel right now. It's called Kimoxilla. Kimoxilla Autism Awareness Channel. So every single day now I sit and scratch my chin and go, should I change the channel's name to Kimox 7 Autism? Or Kimox 7 Autism Acceptance? Or Kimox 7 Autism Awareness? And I just keep saying to myself, nah, I'll just leave it alone. It's doing just fine on its own. So the last videos that I uploaded on YouTube, the last vlog, is called This is Autism, episode number 32, Chase Opens Presents. And we went live on that day, which would have been January 21st. I guess it was a week ago. Then I went live from State Street the other night, on Thursday night, if you guys watched that. Hello, Fathering Autism. Thank you for joining in on the channel. Love you guys. Love Abby. Love the whole family. And I love the cooking channel too. Anyone who's on the live stream, please subscribe to Fathering Autism. Please follow. Hey, you guys set the bar high for what I'm doing and vice versa. And what's great is that the channels are so different too. You know, vastly different. Abby and Chase are vastly different. Yet they have a lot of similarities. And Chase is older too, and Chase is 18 years old. But it's been fun for me watching Fathering Autism. The more I learn about Abby is to learn how she's progressed and how she lives in her environment relative and comparable in variance to how Chase interprets and lives in his environment, in his world. And it's just like, wow. Like I never see Abby wearing headphones, yet Chase won't even take his off. You know, he loves having his headphones on now. Like almost constantly, almost all the time. In fact, when Chase doesn't have his headphones on, I'm like, oh my God, wow, he doesn't have his headphones on. And they're not headphones, obviously, you guys know, it's just noise canceling, you know, what it is for there. So what was I getting at? Yeah, I think I love that concept of going live on YouTube right as a vlog is going live. And I had a lot of footage backlogged from December and Christmas. So I appreciate all your patience in putting these vlogs together. I'm trying different softwares. I'm trying different concepts and ideas and editing programs. And if you've seen the last 3 or 4 or 5 vlogs, you've seen that I've included some music and some little special effects and things. So I'm trying different things. I'm not as savvy as Fathering Autism with the editing program. You guys are the best. Hey, you set the bar high. So, like I think you guys have multiple cameras and everything. I have one camera. I have my Canon G7, and I love that thing. I'm staring at it right now. The Joby. It just stands in the stand over there and it stares at me. But I have big plans, and I just had a huge weekend as well. So, just like Chase needs to control incoming sound, Abby can't stand things on her head. Yeah, it's a great example of how, you know, no 2 people with autism are ever the same. What's cool too, and this whole movement on YouTube of some of these autism channels, is that I watch these different ones and I see certain similarities with Chase, and it just freaks me out. It really, really freaks me out. I was at the pool with Chase a few weeks ago, and suddenly I noticed these boys in the pool, that were about Chase's age, and I could just tell from like 30, 40, 50 yards away that they had autism. I could just tell. So I went into the pool with them, and it was an incredible experience for me because they were about Chase's age and they had a lot of similar mannerisms and would not give me any eye contact at all. It's wild. All right, Joe Canner, we're going to put you in timeout. Shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Hey, whoever my mod's in here, we're going to hide that user on this channel. All right, Joe, you put yourself. Well, thank you guys for all the great questions tonight. I'm looking, I get a computer here with the messages and over here and stuff, so bear with me. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to make You Fathering Autism a mod on this channel. And then we're going to make the Autism Teenagers Years a moderator on here as well, okay? So let me work on this here for a second. I have to go to my other settings. I think it's community settings. Bear with me here. All right. Fathering Autism, I made you a moderator, and then we're going to put your other one in here, okay? Autism to Teenage Years. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. What do I type in here? Autism : the teenage years. Okay. The teenage years. Doesn't seem to be showing up. Let me try it again. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be showing up. I'm spelling it correctly. Olive, AKA. Did I make you a mod already? Let me try that one. Olive, AKA Olivia. Okay. You have a long name, Olive, AKA Lupus Girl. Olivia the Lupus. Okay. Oh, I was spelling it wrong. I don't know, that doesn't seem to come up either. Creating moderators is tough. And I'm not going to sit here and do it all night long on the live feed, so we're going to move on. Leave. Do I support Autism Speaks? They are looking for a cure. In my opinion, all we need is acceptance, not a cure. I don't know enough about any of what they do to give any knowledgeable answer. I know that they've worked really hard over the last 6 months to change a lot of what you just said in a different direction. Mike Lidapico, let me see if I get you in there. I'm going to copy and paste your name, Mike. A mod is a moderator that helps you help me, you know, keep the trolls at bay. So if you guys are just joining me tonight, I wanted to go live on YouTube tonight to celebrate my huge win at the, it says there's no channels found. Hey, I mean, the main goal of going to YouTube, obviously, is to answer your questions and all, but it's always, why do you want to be a moderator, Carrot? You got to tell me why. You got to tell me how long you've been a subscriber. Tell Chase I love him. I will tell Chase. What else is I going to share with you guys? I have to think now. I should have a new vlog done over the next, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 days. I've been working on it. I don't like people hating you and have been subbed for a month or so. Chase doesn't like coffee. What else is I going to tell you guys? What's up, King? Welcome back. All right, King, let me go up the page. I'll find it. I'm sorry, I've been trying to do moderators. I'm not going to get distracted by it. It's tough to do while I'm doing a live feed. I can't find it, King. You're going to have to ask again. Hey, following autism about the group live chat live stream, that would be great. We could definitely do that. Let's do it. Chase still into the clay that he was playing with Christmas? I'm reading all your questions following autism. What he did with the clay is he created all those animals, like 12 animals. And he followed all the directions in the pamphlet, and the animals were perfect. They're on a lot of the videos I uploaded. And then eventually I cooked all the animals in the oven, and they set off the fire alarms and the other alarms in this condo, and it was just nuts. But he likes that. They're hard now, and he likes that. He's very proud of what he created with that. Thank you for tuning in, Priscilla. Greatly appreciate you tuning in and supporting and being a part of it. So what we're going to do with some of the future live YouTube feeds is I'm going to be able to play YouTube videos while we're all chatting and watching them together. And there's going to be different, it's called Streamlabs and OBS software. It's going to make the live feeds a bit more interactive. So I'm going to start rehearsing and working with it. I was working with it last week a little bit. Chase is not here right now. And if you guys sent packages or anything over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I got all of them. I got all your letters. I got all your packages. Chase is going to be back in a couple weeks, so he will open it. Chase has lots of rigid routines. He always has. So yeah, I don't want to do too many live, YouTube streams with Chase. I think it's a bit invasive. I'm not gonna force him to sit down in front of a live feed. Um, it's just not something. I mean, if he wants to sit down and join me with it on, that's one thing. But it's different to stick a camera on him live on the internet. You know. You like my spectacles? Well, thank you. I hate wearing glasses. I tried contacts, but I have like the bitty eyes and the shakes, and I can't get them in and out, and it's just a nightmare. And I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. Fury Fox, I haven't subscribed to you. All right, let me go on it right now. Hang on. I know you've been very active on the channel, so I'm going to check this out. Is it Fury Fox 13? Let's see what you got going on this channel, Fury Fox. Videos about your cat, blind cat, reacting to slime. You have a blind cat? Wow. I'm going to watch your video right now. Blind cat reacts to slime. How does the cat know that there's slime there if it's blind? Oh my God. Your cat is very cute. All right, I'm going to subscribe to your channel just because that cat is so adorable. Thank you, Fury Fox. Danny Cheek. Oh, I remember those days when I had to have classes. Thank you for tuning in, Danny. You have a great day at school tomorrow. All those Sunday nights where I had to worry about going to class on Monday, I don't miss those. Oh, I don't miss those. Oh. Thank you, Mary. I'm glad the channel is helping you so much. Somebody asking me about my foot? I think you're out talking to somebody else, right? I have bronchitis. I have the Z-Pack sitting right here. I never started taking it. I like to do that as a last resort. We just had an incredible weekend, so be sure to follow me on Instagram to see all the other crazy activities I have going on. It's been so much fun. Just amazing. You know, I called this live YouTube feed tonight, Kim Mock Motivation Teaching Tenacity, for a reason. And I'm going to jump into that right now. And I'm going to go about a 5-minute rant. So my rant's going to sound something like this. Life is full of ups and downs. There's so many moments and times in your life where you feel like you're getting beat down week after week, day after day after day, and you go on what's called a cooler. And I think of a cooler as the defining definition of that would be like bad news over bad news over bad news, just like compounding amounts of bad news. And for me, it was being sick and suddenly not being able to exercise and run. I had made a goal this month of putting in 50 miles and running and getting 150 miles in by March 31st, which is still my goal. And when I get sick, I really get down. I get sad, I get down, and I got really, really sick, and it affects every aspect of my life. And on top of that, work is always a challenge. Work can be stressful. And then I went on a cooler in the poker rooms over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and it's just stinks. It really, really stinks. And I kind of headed into this weekend trying not to get pessimistic, trying not to get down. Every single day, I start out every day as it's a new day. It's a bright new day filled with opportunity. This is a day filled with opportunities, a fresh, clean slate, clean canvas. Anything can happen. And I'm going to work as hard as I can to make things be happier and better and good. And it comes down to those words of staying optimistic, staying motivated, being tenacious, that sense of tenacity. Taking all the knowledge that you've gained in your days and your years, in your life experiences and in school and as a parent, and putting it to use and being able to execute those skills and those knowledge in the moment. So in the poker world, I study that game, which is a game of skill, a tremendous game of skill, just like chess. And for 5 years, I've studied it intensively with online training programs, books, poker coaches, poker vlogs, you name it. And it can be very demotivating sometimes, where you just feel like, I'm never gonna progress. I'm never gonna hit that last level. And what's always so interesting in life is right at that moment when you feel like you're about to give up, or you're about to, I don't know, change your focus, is when everything comes together. So for me, this weekend, the last 3 days, everything came together for me. Suddenly, all the stars aligned, all the knowledge and everything I've studied, the skill sets I've developed, all came together as one. And I was able to execute them flawlessly in the moment, under pressure, in the heat of the moment. And I won a poker tournament today against all odds, against 70 people. I beat 70 people out. And I did it through staying focused, staying motivated, being persistent. I think persistence in life is such a key word. Like, life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And it all has that parallel to parenting. And the word patience. Everyone's always asking me, how do you have this patience for this? How can you be that patient? Somebody on YouTube commented, like 3 or 4 people this week, I don't know, I couldn't have done it. I could not have been as patient as you were, you know? For me, I mean, these are my only 2 children. I have a boy and a girl, and they're the loves of my life. And I always just said to myself, I have a certain skill set to have that sense of patience and pride. And I had an upbringing that prepared me well for having great compassion for those that have mental disabilities or special needs, a tremendous compassion. So today, and not unusual in these casinos or poker rooms, I meet dozens and dozens and dozens of disabled people, especially in wheelchairs, and I help them out. I help them out, you know. I talk to them. I treat them like a human being, like a normal human being, and they love it, you know. And it's such an interesting thing to talk about. You know, going back 20 years ago, I can't say I was like that, you know. So today and this whole week, it was a great reminder to me that every day is a brand new day, filled with opportunities, filled with a clean slate to achieve things that you want to achieve, to accomplish goals that you've set. Like, let's look at 2018 as a new year where everyone makes your New Year's resolutions. Well, I definitely know it's a cliche to talk about resolutions and all, but I don't think it's a cliche to say, okay, here's 3 things I want to achieve this year, and I'm going to map out a plan to achieve those 3 things. Because if I don't have a map and I don't know what I want at the end of the road, then how am I ever going to get there? How am I going to achieve it? So I hope I can give you guys a little bit of a motivational speech tonight and today, because I couldn't have achieved what I achieved the last 3 days in the poker rooms without all that motivation and optimism in my brain. Because the more you try something, the more you're going to fail. The more attempts that you get up to the plate, the more you're going to strike out. But it's all math and statistics, you know. The more you try something, the more you're going to fall down. But the person that reaches greatness and achieves something that seemed unachievable is the person that keeps trying over and over and over and over and over. You know, the parent who feels like they're failure to their children of any sorts, they can get better. They can do better. They can start out fresh the next new day and be more patient. It's a choice. I'm not gonna lie, I was really down heading into this weekend. Just like, I'm ready to find a new hobby, you know. And then here I am Sunday night, having achieved what I wanted to achieve, which is to win a poker tournament. It isn't about the money. It isn't about. It's a fun hobby. It's a social hobby. It's a very social activity, and it's a skill game. And it's just anytime you learn a new skill and you can kind of master it, it's such a sense of gratification. So I'm very proud of myself and proud of myself for sticking to it, sticking through concepts I know and believing in them, even though sometimes they don't work. Yeah, so there's my rant for tonight. We're going to answer a few more questions tonight, and then we're going to call it a night. But I want to thank all you guys for tuning in, my P1s, if you will, who keep tuning in night after night and supporting the channel, supporting autism awareness on YouTube, through my channel, through Fathering Autism, through Autism to Teenage Years, through Olivia the Lupus Girl, through everyone else out there. YouTube provides an outlet that is still free, and it's great that YouTube is still free to put up videos like this that didn't exist 3 or 4 years ago. To give parents hope, to give parents motivation and pride and acceptance, not only for the parents, but for the children as well. There is a place in this world for all of us. There is a place in this world for Chase. And I believe Chase he'll find his place in this world. He already has, but I'm saying as he becomes an adult, you know, whatever it may be. I'm so excited to see what the next 10 to 20 years of his life are going to become, because I think it's going to defy. He's always defied odds, and he's going to continue to defy odds. And these children, people with special needs, are going to defy odds as technology and this world becomes even more high tech with the internet and with technology, with tools that are becoming available, with knowledge spreading. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And there's a lot of parallels there, you know, when I started talking poker. I didn't win a poker tournament today by accident. I have studied the living daylights out of it. I have studied till I don't even want to study anymore. I'm sick of studying. I'm sick of watching this video or this tutorial or this blah, 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 blah. Just do it. Get it done. You know? Yeah. So there's my rant for tonight. It's not a rant, but it's, you know, it's to the point of what I'm trying to say about the video, you know. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will try and go live again within the next week or so, like maybe next weekend. I like the Sunday night thing. Carmen and I are usually busy together on Sunday nights, but we're going to be together tomorrow night. So, thank you for supporting Kimok7. Please follow me on Instagram. Just search Kimok7. Please subscribe and follow me on Facebook. Just search Kimok7 Autism Vlog. And thank you, Mario. Thank you, Fathering Autism. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. And check out my Patreon if you'd like to learn more about that. Um, I read all your comments and all the videos. I want to let you guys know that. I've never really mentioned that before, but I read every comment. Um, and they're all great. I mean, they're all great. So, Chase is going to prom. I should know more about that soon. Not with a girl, but with like a group of different things. So, nighty night, you guys. Thank you for tuning in and have a great week. I hope my motivational speech helps you in one way or another. Okay. Pick a few things you want to achieve this year and do it. Signing out. This has been Kimok7 live on YouTube. Love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel. There wouldn't be any Kimok7 without you guys supporting it and subscribing and sharing it on Facebook and with your family members. The stories I read from people sharing things just blows my mind. Like, wow. So thank you. Thank you. We'll have Chase back with us in a couple weeks as well. And there should be a new vlog up within 4 or 5 days. Give me some time. I'm working on it. All right. Good night. Thank you.